morning. Happy Monday. It's the first day back after spring break, and this lighting is like seriously not doing anything. Let's see. It's really not any better, but okay. Now I can't get this to stay. All right, anyway, it's first day back from spring break, and we have, I think, 9 weeks left of the school year. So now it's just kind of like time to just bust it out. It's so crazy that like 2 school years will have gone by just like that fast. I was telling Skylar yesterday, like I just feels like I was like, oh, 1 year, like this whole school year has gone by so quick, and then I was like, that's a lie. These 2 school years have gone by so fast. So yeah, I don't know, it's just crazy. But spring break was really good. We just kind of like did a lot of just stuff like as a family. It's really cool because Eloise is at the age now where she like kind of enjoys things a little bit more. So we went to SeaWorld, which is kind of a wash, honestly. Most everything was closed, which like I knew things were gonna be different with COVID, but most everything was closed, and like you couldn't even see any shows unless you reserved a seat, and to reserve a seat was $25 per person. So $50 for us to go see 1 show, and there's like 4 or 5 shows, and like that's like the best part of SeaWorld is seeing the shows. So I knew that you had to reserve spots, but I kind of thought it was one of those things like you could reserve if you wanted to, and then if you didn't want to, you could just wait in line kind of thing. I don't know, but it wasn't like that. I figured today I would kind of maybe talk about like our hybrid schedule and how it is kind of working. I know a lot of people, at least here in California, a lot of people are switching to hybrid in the next like couple weeks, or have just recently switched. We were full virtual learning this entire school year, and then I think it was like March 15th or something we started hybrid. So they were doing 2 days a week, so we had like a Monday Tuesday group and then a Wednesday Thursday group, and then they would go home right before lunchtime and they do the rest of their learning online. So I think last video I did talk about like what we're doing for hybrid, but I think at that point we had like just barely started, and now I have kids. All of my kids, not all of them, but all the ones who wanted to come back are coming Monday through Thursday. I have like 15 or so kids, and yeah, so after school I will walk you guys through kind of our schedule. I guess I could do a little bit right now. Let's just go ahead. So basically I teach from the TV screen. Now I don't always, sometimes I just use it more as like a projector, and by projector I mean like just literally like a screen. So I'll teach from like my Chromebook because this TV is really slow. The internet on it just honestly sucks, and it's super slow, and it's really glitchy on things that have like a bunch of slides and like whatever. So I for like our math lesson I teach from there, and I put our math lesson in a Jamboard. So the kids at home, so I'm zooming from this screen, so the kids in the classroom are obviously just watching, and then the kids at home are on Zoom. And so I put the kids at home on this pull down screen, which is like my old screen, and then I just got this TV, this smartboard, whatever you want to call it, over summer. But I put the kids that are at home over there so they can kind of feel like included with the group, and then I can still see them too, so then I can like call on them if they like answer a question or something like that. And then on here is going to be where I'm actually teaching from. So I stand like in this general area for teaching, and then like I said, I put the math on here and I do it from there. But when I do my ELA slides, I actually do it from my Chromebook, which is a touch screen, because it's just a lot quicker. And then I just use the Zoom is still logged in, and I share my Chrome screen, and then the Zoom, it just pops up on there. So it's showing what I'm doing so the kids in the classroom can still see it. However, I'm not actually like doing it from this TV just because it was super slow, because my ELA slides are like, I don't know, like 70 slides or something, and it was just like, it kept lagging and it was just a mess. So yeah, it was just easier to do on my Chromebook. And then so we do math in the morning, and again, all the kids are with me no matter whether they're in the classroom or on Zoom. I feel like that was the most equitable way to do it, so that every kid is receiving the same instruction, every kid is getting the same thing. It's just whether or not they're in the classroom or on Zoom. So it's worked out really well, actually. I know like a lot of people are really against the hybrid schedule, and I don't hate it. I don't feel like my kids are getting any less from me. If anything, my kids in the classroom are getting even more from me, just because I'm able to kind of see like what they're doing as they're in here, and I can actually like help a little bit more versus like when they're at home, I'm not seeing their like whiteboard and page as much, at least it's close. So I don't hate it. They do their math, and then we do our rotation, and that's where like we switch between teachers. So for that, we actually do it on Zoom, whether they're in the classroom or anything. So if they come to my group, they actually still log into my Zoom and actually just teach from my like computer, just like I would over Zoom normally, just because I have other kids that join my Zoom, and not everyone in my class is in my group. So it just makes more sense for everyone in the classroom just to log into their Zoom. They put their headphones on, and then we just kind of do our thing, and that's only like 20 minutes. And then we do recess, so they go outside for like a little bit of a monitored recess, and then they have ELA right afterward, and then they go home. And then after lunch is going to be like all of our, and they take their lunch home. After lunch is all of our like guided reading groups and like all that stuff. So I can still do like my small groups, and what else do we do after lunch? Oh, ELD, because not everyone comes here for ELD, so that makes sense too, because it's a small group. But that's pretty much it. So that's kind of how we've been doing our hybrid schedule. And then, like I said, I have 15, and then I have like 13 who stay home and just learn from home, and they've continued their virtual learning, and it's worked out for them. It, you know, works out fine for me. So yeah, the logistics of everything has kind of taken like a little bit of getting used to. I actually use my microphone from my cue ball, this thing. This is the microphone that actually goes inside the cue ball. I just took it out and I actually used this. So our tech person for like our district, he had come and he hooked this up so that this would actually pick up the noise. So rather than using my webcam microphone, it uses this microphone for my Zoom. So even when the kids aren't here, I use the microphone because that's the sound that's getting picked up, and then it works out perfect because it actually like what am I trying to say, projects, I guess, my voice like in the classroom speakers, which is like a surround sound kind of thing. I don't know if that's surround sound, but it's like in the ceiling. I don't know if that's what that means, but so the kids in the classroom can hear me a lot better too, because I'm obviously wearing a mask, and this just makes it a whole lot easier for them to hear me. And then the kids at home can hear me very well too, because that was another issue. Like if I'm standing up here, I didn't know like how my microphone would really work through the webcam. And then I have a webcam down there too, just so I have like, it's so many moving parts, honestly. But it's working out, and I think I've finally kind of gotten the hang of it. The only hard part is it's harder for me to monitor like who is on the computer and who is not, like who's in my Zoom call and who's not when I'm up there, because I'm like trying to watch the kids. I'm trying to watch the kids on Zoom, and I can't like get onto GoGuardian, which is where I can check like computer screens and stuff and like cross-reference and make sure everyone is in there. So that's the only hard part. But now that our schedule is kind of like, they've gotten into the groove of it, they pretty much know like every day that they need to be there the 2 slots of time, and it's easier for them to remember. But yeah, so it's going well. I can't complain too much, honestly, and I don't think it'll change again before the end of the year, but I never say never in 2020, 2021, really. So if you're doing hybrid, I'd love to know, like, if you have any other, you know, ideas of things that are working well for you. I've really just, like I said, I've enjoyed the way we have it, and the reason we're able to have the reason they're able to come 4 days a week now is because of the new like CDC saying 3 feet apart versus 6 feet apart. So now we could put 2 kids at a table, versus before I was only able to put 1 kid at a table. So I was only able to put like, you know, 7, 8, 9. I could probably have fit the 14, but they would be like using up the counters and everything like that, and it would just be hard for everyone to see. Whereas like this, I've got those round tables, I have 2 basically, and then these ones I just have 1. So it's working out. I mean, I feel like it's the best situation, I probably could have, but yeah. So that's our hybrid schedule, and I need to get to work because I did not work at all this spring break because I just wanted to relax. So I'm gonna get to work, and I think this is probably the end. So I hope you enjoyed our hybrid schedule. If you guys have any tips or tricks or anything for hybrid, even if like I don't necessarily need tips and tricks because I like what I have going on, leave them down below because someone else might, you know, read your idea and, you know, like what you do, and that might work for them better. So make sure to leave a comment down below, and I will catch you guys in my next vlog. Bye.